Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Thanks for watching today on YouTube. Today I'm going to be making a Thinking of You card, and I'm going to be using the stamp set Framed Florets. So this is the new stamp set and dies that come in a bundle. They're going to be featured actually throughout the next 7 months, and it's going to be in the new mini catalog that starts in January. You can purchase it now, effective November 1st, and you don't have to buy the bundle. You can just get the stamp set. And I have both, but I am just going to be using the stamp set today. And so this is adorable stamp set. 13 stamps, and it's a photopolymer. I'm going to be using my blend markers to color in the stamps. I'm also going to be using the So Lucky to Call You Friend sentiment. So some of my favorite stamp sets are ones that have images and sentiments. So they coordinate so well together, and a sentiment like "So lucky to call you friend" is perfect. You can put that on the outside of your card or the inside of your card, and then you can say, you know, it's a happy birthday. You can say thinking of you. Just, you can make the card anything you want. And sometimes I leave the inside blank. I'll put that on the outside. I'll leave the inside blank. And then if it's a birthday card, I'll just stamp happy birthday inside or write in my note. So this is a really awesome stamp set. I'm sure you've seen a lot of samples with it. If you go to Pinterest, there's just like hundreds of samples already. This just started in November 1st, and it's going to actually be featured. You can purchase it until the mini catalog comes out in January, and then it's going to be featured in the mini catalog. So it's going to be actually good through June. So to get the 10%, you need to purchase the bundle, and there's also a Christmas stamp set that coordinates with it while supplies last. The paper and the swirls, the self-adhesive swirls, are also limited supply. So, but the bundle, my favorite part is the bundle, the Framed Florets and the Framed Florets dies. So these are the ones that have the ovals, right? So I'm sure you've seen them. I've made cards with them. So let's get started today. This is going to be, I'm going to color in some stuff, so it's going to be a little bit lengthy because I'm going to do some blending. So, and then I'll show you some similar cards that I made with this same kind of layout. Okay, I am going to start with some of our designer series paper. It's called Gingham Cottage, and Gingham Cottage is in the mini catalog, the July to December mini catalog, and they are all gingham papers. Okay, tons of different colors. I've used a lot of the yellow, and I have this black, and I just I've been saving it, so I'm using it especially with you. Okay, I have a piece of white, basic white cardstock. This is going to be my cardstock base, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. I'm folding that in half, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere my designer series paper. It's hard to decide which side, but I think I'm going to use the small side as the focal, so I'm going to adhere this to my cardstock base. Okay, so this is 4 by 5.25. So if you do it this way, you can actually get six cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12 with just a little bit left over. Perfect, right? So I have that ready. Now I have a piece of white cardstock, and this is 3.25 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to stamp some images on here. And the image I'm going to stamp is this one, okay? And I'm going to stamp it twice. So, oh, did I even bring my black pad over? I did not. Hang on a second. So I'm going to mount that on my block. And my stamp pad. Okay, so I'm going to use Memento ink because I'm going to be using my blends. So this is the pad that you use. So what I want to do is just ink this up. Stamp it on my cardstock. Pretty close to the top, and then ink it up again, and stamp it right there. Okay, so I'm done with that stamp. Then I have a little more stamping to do. I'm going to use my Cherry Cobbler pad, and I'm going to use the stamp that I talked about, and it says So Lucky to Call You Friend. Okay, so I'm going to put that on my block. have a piece of cardstock, a little strip, and this is 1 inch by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to stamp that on here. Oh, I love that saying. I love the font. I like some of it's, cursive and some of it's not. Okay, done stamping. Okay, lots of coloring coming. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this while I'm just sitting here. And I have these tiny ones. I know, what a pain. I always have the tiny ones handy. Okay, so I'm going to use these 4 blends. I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler. So I'm going to color this in first. Just my Cherry Cobbler dark. And I'm going to color this in. So I just returned from On Stage, which is our Stampin' Up! Convention in Indianapolis. And oh my gosh, so much fun. So a lot of us went. I think there were there was actually 4 in our group. And then there were, we carpooled together. And then I had my friend from Detroit, Farmington Hills. She came from Detroit, obviously, because that's where she lives. So she came and joined us. So we all stayed at the same hotel. We had dinner, and then we met some other friends from, I have a really good friend from she actually used to live in Indianapolis, but now she lives in Iowa. So she came. So we met up with her and her group. So there's a nice restaurant in our hotel. And we had dinner there, all of us. So that was really fun. And then that was a Friday night. And then after dinner, we went to another Stampin' Up! Event, separate from On Stage. It's called Center Stage. And that was kind of just an hour event. So we drove from Carmel to Indy. Downtown Indy Convention Center, and we went to that. That was super fun. Let me see if I can do a few of these. I think these are supposed to be green, but I'm actually going to color some of these in colors. So this is Pumpkin Pie. The other one was Cherry Cobbler. This one's Pumpkin Pie. This one is Dark Daffodil Delight. Okay, so I'm just going to color this flower. And then we went back to our hotel, obviously, in Carmel. And then we spent the night. And then we went to the event on Saturday, which was an all-day event. Included seeing new products, stamping. We got the new mini catalog. We got, so fun. We got, I don't know, it's just fun. I mean, it was fun to be with my group, my peeps, and super fun to travel together. And I want to thank Sandy for driving us all. She's a sweetheart. So we all got to know each other better. It was really fun. If you're interested in being a demonstrator, you have to be a demonstrator to go to these events. But if you're interested in being a demonstrator, let me know. Obviously, I've been a demonstrator for 22 years. I signed up in 2000, and I live in St. Louis. It wasn't the best the best coloring, Trevis. So anyway, if you're interested in being a demonstrator, it's an awesome hobby. Even if you just want the discount, it's a great way to get the discount off your products. That's kind of why I signed up, but over the years, it's turned into a little more than that. So it could be that for you too, maybe. Who knows? Whatever you want to do with it, you can. That's what I love about it. You have control over it. You can just be a hobby demonstrator. You can just enjoy, you know, the fun of being with other people who love crafting, which is a lot of my clubs and stuff. People just enjoy being together, and we've made such good friends over the years. And now that I'm retired from my other job, I get to I have more time to really enjoy the crafting part of it. So I'm a scrapbooker also. I don't just make cards. I'm a scrapbooker also. Isn't that so pretty? And so Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry a lot of scrapbooking products anymore. I mean, we have small albums, we have sleeves and stuff for the small albums, but all of our stamps and all of our designer series papers and all that you can use in your albums, which I do. And card making is probably my big love. I do love card making a lot. And try to send cards, a lot of cards to people. Over the years, I think most people know me for my cards more than scrapbooking. Okay, so there we go. All right, now let's mount this on a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. So on the back, you will see the bleed through, and that's perfectly great. That's what you want to see, because the blends are alcohol markers and they do bleed. Good, all good. Okay, so now I'm going to just adhere this to my cardstock base. That. And then I have my little greeting sentiment that I am going to hopefully get these fingernails. Sometimes they're not supposed to be thick. I told the girl I don't want my nails to be thick, but they're a little bit thicker than I'm used to. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then I have these adhesive back pearls, and these are in the mini catalog. They're actually with the holiday stuff, but they're not necessarily holiday, right? So I have these gold ones, so I'm just going to adhere a few of these. And, you know, I either do 1, 3, or 5, so I'm going to do 3. Push down on them to make sure that they stick. Okay, and voila, card finished. Okay, let's see some other cards. So this card actually is the same card, but I did the yellow background. Okay, and I used the big, bold gingham side. Okay, so, and I use silver instead of gold. I use silver pearls. Okay, and then this one is, again, similar, but I did stenciling. I stenciled the background. So after I used all the yellow designer series paper, I decided to do stenciling. And then I used Celebrate instead of So Lucky to Call You Friend, because Celebrate could really be, you know, could be a Thanksgiving card. It could be, again, a birthday card, or celebrate anything. Celebrate graduation. And then this is the one I did with the Celebrate, but I used the block gingham paper. So these are all very similar, but different in a little bit. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. On this one, I did used a border. These I did not. These I just did straight white onto the DSP. So you can see the difference using the layering. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this today. I will see you on Friday. Have a great week, and talk to you soon. Bye.